boxing's history?
He told me before the fight that this is not his last fight, so the retirement was kind of, I think he was trying to please some people. His family wants him to retire and so forth, and I think he was just trying to please a lot of people that maybe wanted him to get out of boxing. And then he ran for senator, and that boxing was kind of getting in the way. So running as senator as a retired fighter was easier than, like, how much time are you going to want off and so forth. I mean, the thing is, I mean, as a congressman, he could get time off, but as a senator, the other senators said, well, if he gets time off, why don't we get time off? So we're kind of stuck a little bit, so we just had to work through it. And I think that he just wanted to get that out of the way, and it was easier just to say retired. But he's never been retired in my mind, because he told me before that last fight and after that last fight that we're not through yet. And I said, I know.
How do you train him? How different a fighter is he? How do you handle him and plan for these fights compared to when he was just blowing people out? I mean, you go back to the Ricky Hatton fight, he looked like he could beat anybody.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to bring that back, yes, and I did see that, a lot of that in the first 2 weeks of sparring. It was really, really good to see. And I said, Manny, could you do that every day? And he said, yeah, and he did complain to me, and he said, I'm not a machine. I said, but I want you to be, I told him.
Freddie, I laughed at my calendar this week. Today we're on the top rank card. Tomorrow you'll be at a PBC event. Talk about, because you have Cuellar, right? Talk about your relationship with Al Haymon and PBC and Cuellar.
I don't really have a relationship with Al Haymon. I've met him twice. One time we had a nice meeting, cordial, and the second time I was in Mayweather's locker room, and he told me not to talk to his fighter, and I said, I'm not talking to your fighter, I'm talking to the commissioner. And I said, why don't you go fuck yourself anyway, I'm not scared of you. Because like he treated me like I was like a piece of shit. I mean, so I didn't like the way his attitude was right there. So I mean, just because I have a fighter with him, I don't deal with him. But the Cuellar is a very good fighter, and he's doing well.
How personal is the Robert Garcia versus Freddie Roach matchup? Give us the truth. You don't have to be PC.
No, you know what? He's given me a couple compliments lately and so forth, and I can't really say nothing bad about him. I mean, he's a young, good trainer, and he's ex-world champion. And, he won a world title, something I couldn't do. So I look up to him a little bit. So I don't really think it's nothing that bad. I mean, but the guy we're fighting, I forget his name. Vargas. But no, I really forgot his name. I did.
Jessie.
Jessie, okay. Jessie Vargas, the trainer, said he's better than me, so he better win. Yeah, because I'll talk shit afterwards if he doesn't.
What prediction do you have now for the fight?
I think Manny will knock this guy out. Yeah, I do. I like what I see in training camp. I like the way he's beating me up on the mitts and beating the sparring partners up. He's looking really good.
How many fights does he have left, Freddie, from what you can see now? He's 38.
Yeah, numbers are really hard, It's just like, I retired after 54 pro fights at 27. I mean, so I think everyone's a little bit different and so forth, and I think fighters are lasting longer nowadays.